at the beginning, so about June.
Guys, I'm Point of Views. You're listening to the Friday Frothy. What a fantastic show.
Yeah, and then you like a
Friday Frothy. The Friday Frothy.
But we're home by
Hey, are we on? Tell me about it. Seriously, technical difficulties, guys. We haven't been on for 5 months, Gleno. Oh, hello, Gleno.
Am I?
I don't know. We're just waiting to find
Well,
out. Corey's just going to do a quick check
only
to see
pretending,
if, see if it's
Is it me?
happening.
You're on.
Oh, we're on. That's
Oh, my goodness. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Friday Frothy. It's been a long hiatus. Is that what you say? Hiatus? Hyena?
yeah, you're looking younger, Jeff.
Well, I've put a few more dyes through my hair, mate. I would have been brown, dark brown, if I hadn't have put this grey through. It looked like Richard Gere. So, how are you, mate?
Oh, I'm good, mate.
What are you laughing at? It's not funny.
COVID hasn't affected me yet.
No, you've been busy. I've been busy. And let me tell you, Glennie, I've been asked, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll tell
Yes,
I'll tell you.
Welcome to our great audience here, and the great man's here. Corey,
Ange, Heidi,
and Ange, and Heidi's in the
and
house.
Lesco. Guys, I just wanted to say, and for you, Gleno, I've been asked so many times why the Frothy hasn't been on, and I'm going to lay it out on the line.
We needed a break, didn't you?
Well, we got really busy, and work got really busy.
Well, it has been busy.
I had to cut back on a lot of things last year because it just was overwhelming me, and so that was the reason why we've taken an extended break. And is it working, mate?
It's good to recharge the batteries, and at any rate, mate, so it doesn't hurt. And you know, we were finding it harder with guests and that too because of the COVID, I think.
Yeah.
And people were busy.
It's the
and
time.
it was the time of the year, and
Yeah.
so yeah, I think it was a good chance to have a bit of a break and a
Yes.
rejig of what we do.
Exactly right.
Exactly what we.
And we have rejigged, guys, because we're definitely on. Everyone, just double checking, just making sure.
What
'Cause
not to do. Andrew reckons, are you busy?
Ah, well, it must be on then.
turn it up. So well, they're
Sorry,
on.
We're on.
Adrian.
Adrian.
Oh,
Well, yes, I am,
should
mate.
actually look a bit closer with my glasses.
Yes. Hello, Adrian. Thanks for joining us, mate. You're going to have to tell me stuff because I can't see it in front of me.
Got a bit of a delay, but that's all right.
Yeah.
So I've been looking like that. I don't know, the camera can't see.
Can you
that.
see that over there?
What's that?
Well,
Well, I
can
was
you
looking
pan
like
over?
that, and I've just started to put a little bit of meat back on my bones now.
Here's the story, guys. Our last visitor we had in the bar, we actually locked up, and it's been 5 months since we've been up here. We've come back in tonight, and we forgot to let him out, and not looking real good, is he?
No, he's got his jumper on there. He's,
Yeah, he was naked. He must have been having a great time in the bar.
So anyway, guys, we are back, and if you're new to the show and you've never seen us before, my name's Jeff. This is Gleno, and we sit here and we talk about sports, and we've been doing this now. All sports,
All sports.
except for soccer.
What was that one? I can't hear me. Hearing's gone.
Soccer.
Soccer, we don't talk about it.
We do a little bit, but we don't. And look, we've been doing this for 2 years, and over the last 2 years, or probably this is the third year now, isn't it? And the show has just grown and grown and grown with people that we get in for interviews. And we've had some absolutely amazing people.
We have.
And that's going to continue. We've got more people lined up for this year. We don't have a guest for this evening.
No, it's just going to have to put up with us.
Well, it's probably a good thing because, just getting back and getting this technology going and making sure that everything's working. And we're just going to talk about a bit of sport tonight. We do have a guest. Glennie, one of the big changes, we're going to go fortnightly instead of weekly.
Yeah, so that's good because we've got a little, in between there's a lot more that can happen in sport.
Yes.
Over that time instead of weekly, because sometimes, the story's just about to break and, it's too quick, comes on too quick. So we're going to do it fortnightly from now on.
We are, and that gives us more time to get guests, and we can go away as well. So
and we can.
Or go
enjoy
out.
life, enjoy
go
post-COVID.
Now, just to let you know, guys, so we're not on next week, but we will be on the following week, and I've already locked in a special guest, and his name is Scott Wade.
Scotty Wade, father of
Matthew Wade,
and,
yes. Hawthorn.
Actually a Hawthorn player, and going back in the 80s. Early 80s.
Yes.
I think Scott will correct me on that.
Played for Hawthorn.
Played for the Hawks, back in the day of the Lee Matthews and those greats.
Yes.
So he did well. Hall of Famer in Tassie, and and also a
CEO
of the ran the
16 years
Tasmanian
in charge
Football
of
League.
Tasmanian football. So he'd be very interesting to talk to find out why.
and you know what, hell of a nice bloke too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
get on well with Wadey, and
Yep.
be a good chat.
Not next week, guys. The week after. That's when we start our guests. But tonight, we're just going to have a bit of a chat about some sports that's going on, and have a bit of fun, have a couple of drinks, and actually, it's probably more fun than anything else tonight. So sit back, guys.
Bit more
Hope you
fun
enjoy
than
yourself.
bit more fun than the bloke over the corner. There.
Please, well, he's not doing it well. Please subscribe if you like what we're doing, and if you want to go back and have a look at some of our videos of who we've interviewed, and we've got some amazing people and some very good interviews. None better. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like Murph Hughes, Jeff Horn, and Alex Peroni, fantastic. You know, Todd Hazelwood, all great interviews.
Absolutely.
But Ed Salas and Andrew Davis and
Andrew
the
Davis.
Sydney
We
to
spoke to
Hobart
Andrew
winners.
just the other week, didn't we? And he's still trying to get me and you out on a yacht.
It still rocks my socks. And guys, if you're out there and you're actually putting
Yacht,
something,
mate, we'll get out on a yacht.
we're going to do it.
Apparently
We're
they're
doing
going
it.
to take us out. Someone will take us out.
Yep.
Are you in that?
If you're actually writing
Righto.
in, I don't have anything in
I'll
front of me,
bring
so I
it back to
don't
you.
know if anyone's saying anything. So
I
sorry.
do.
guys.
I'll pass
Goes
it
quicker.
on.
Cool. All right. Are you ready for out with it? Out with it. Out with it. Out with it.
Oh, out with it means out with it.
Out with it. Anything that gets on our goat, Glennie, out
It
with
does.
it. I've got a couple tonight, and the first one is I'm going to start with during the end of the footy season, a couple of months ago. Someone, I don't even know who it was, but someone in North Melbourne, my team, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes,
North
shin
Melbourne,
boners.
they want to get the shin boner spirit back in the team.
Oh,
And I'm devastated because you can't get the shin boner spirit back.
you've all got to be in too.
Well, it's got to be in you.
It's in you. It's got to be in you. The Archers and all those.
The
kind of
Carries,
players,
the Archers, we
go back before that, the Cables,
they
the
had
Bench,
guts. But as you
Greg.
said, you could also play the game differently then.
Well, you could raise your arm.
You
Actually,
play it.
well, he was on the other night, wasn't he? Dipper. So they used to raise their arm and say, "Well done, mate." As soon as they used to say, "Well done, mate," they'd be carted off on a stretcher.
Yeah.
Can't do that
Yeah.
anymore.
So I don't believe we can introduce
There's no biff.
the shin boner spirit back into North
Well,
Melbourne. Not if it's not in you, you can't.
Shin
you can't
boner,
get it.
shin boner's spirit too. It wasn't just that, but it was a tough form within the club. It was how they played their football, and not necessarily do you have to do what we just spoke about,
No,
but the toughness of tackling.
but it helps.
And everything else. Well, it does. It slows down your opponent, but the toughness in just the way you play, or but what I do hate, Jeff, is this sort of when they go to tackle and they sort of
Like that. That's a bit of soccer. Oh, we don't talk about soccer, do we?
So we don't want to see that at Hawthorn either. by
So
the way.
shin boners, you can't be shin boners anymore. Those days are gone. But get some guts, boys, and let's give it
They're
a
whole new
crack.
team, aren't they?
Don't know. They're all
All young kids.
Mate, second one, Margaret Court. You all know Margaret Court?
We do.
Whether you
Well,
like
if
her.
you didn't, you do now.
Well,
She's been in the news this
Well, exactly.
week.
Whether you
she
like her
has.
or you don't like her, before I even start what I'm going to say, I'm going to read you out something, guys. So, this is the reason why she's
is
got.
a-
What does she get? The Order of Australia?
Something like that.
Order of Australia, and one of the greatest
All right. She's
tennis
known.
player, women tennis
She's
players of all time.
she's said a couple of harsh things in the media, and she's getting on. But have a listen to this. She's a former number one in the world, right, in tennis. She's won 24 women's singles Grand Slam titles. She's won 19 doubles Grand Slam titles. She's won 21 mixed doubles Grand Slam titles. She's won more Grand Slams titles than any other player in history, and considered one of the greatest tennis players of all time. Now, she's currently a Christian minister in Perth. Now, I don't want to get into religion. I don't want to get into what she's saying and what she's talking about, but she's being honoured on her tennis career. And that's amazing.
It is, and she was born in wartime, just a bit.
1942,
mate.
so I think that makes her
Back there, isn't it?
79. So, guys, whether you like her, whether you don't like her, whether you agree with what she says,
Well, she's got beliefs,
we've all got beliefs, and
and they're her beliefs, and there's a lot of people that didn't like. That's what I think everyone knows the story now. They didn't like what she came out and said
no.
about.
But you can't say that she hasn't done what she needed to achieve that award, because she's the best
Well, it's like we spoke about earlier off air, like Rod Laver. They name Rod Laver, you know, the stadium after him.
Yes.
And there's also stands, Margaret Court, and all this sort of
Margaret,
thing.
you said it before. Margaret Court.
Margaret Court. I haven't got an
Was that
pediment, but I mean, you're right. That's what it is, Jeff. So
What have we got there?
we're still rolling.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
it's just
good.
someone's written something. We can't see what's happening.
Well, we're not
in front of
allowed
us.
An officer of the Order of Australia.
There.
Yep.
But I'm just wondering whether it was for sport because there was a journalist that came up. I'm not sure how the order works. You think I probably should know that.
Well,
but,
we probably should see him. We're doing a show, but anyway.
Well, Well,
I know she can kick my butt in a game of tennis.
she was out.
Probably still good now.
She's copped a lot. She not only copped a lot of flack from the Australian people and press, but certainly worldwide, didn't she? Through the Americans and
Right, through the LGBT and all that
yeah,
sort of stuff.
they,
For what
they've
she
all
said.
they've
She
all
doesn't
bagged her and
condone.
said she should give it back and all the rest of it. But
Man,
you know, we come from again. We've spoken about on the show for a long time, Jeff. Everything's so politically correct.
Yes.
We're not saying she's right. We're not saying
no,
she's
no,
wrong.
no, she's
But
not right.
If you ever watch anything on TV and in courts and that, they say, you know, you've got freedom of speech.
Yep.
Hello. So
be
until we
honest-
haven't got freedom of speech,
Yeah.
I'm afraid
The,
she can say
the
what's
media jazzed that up. The media
course they
have
do.
been
The-
so
the media-
full of rubbish over
Yep.
the last 5 months
Yeah.
that we've been off.
Well, it's
It was
the
right.
same
they've
in anything. Once you with the media, ours completely right with the
Yeah,
media, Jeff.
talking it up, making something.
They've been
out of
jazzing
it.
this show up like you wouldn't
That's all
believe
they're
it.
doing.
They have, and they
Absolutely
need to do
hopeless.
more. But the thing is with them. But the thing is with them, they it's like with the the cricketers. We
Yep.
spoke about the cricketers and
Yep.
in our own backyard, young Faney, Timmy.
Yes.
Timmy.
Yep.
Now, I spoke to Corey and that off air. He's done a terrific job, and we're not saying it just because he's a Tasmanian boy.
No.
But he's done a terrific job. He was brought in
In a crappy,
Under
crappy situation.
very bad circumstances.
Yeah.
Took
Yeah.
the position on. He gets. I mean, they basically said he's done what a great job he's done
Yeah.
for Australian cricket.
Yeah.
He wicket keeps, well, okay, he probably didn't hit the runs that he wanted to. All of a sudden, you know, we get rolled and that, a couple of, especially against India, and they said at second Indian 11.
Yes, a lot of
He
people
didn't
injured.
wicket keep too good in the last game, but, you know, when you go through that whole side,
Yeah.
they were beaten by a better side.
Yeah,
And unfortunately, perhaps it's not just Tim Payne and a couple that failed, perhaps it's the whole team, aren't as good as what the Australian public think they are.
And 100%. And Glennie, I
I
just
don't
like,
think they are.
I
There
just,
you go.
I just like to add to that you know what do they want out of a captain of Australia these days? Does he need to wicket keep it? Does he need to bat? Does he
exactly.
need to bowl? Does
Yeah.
he need to do everything? Because this is one of the things that really shirks me in Australia. If he had won that match, he'd be Tim Payne, fantastic. As soon as they lose, we've got to drag these people down.
Yeah, but we
Why?
that's what I mean. All
Why?
Australians, we all do. I don't know why, but we love winners.
Mm.
And I tell you what, as soon as they lose, we bag them.
Yep.
We hate it.
He
you
can't.
know,
He
but
can't.
that's-
He can't do everything. And from the cricket that I saw, the bowlers didn't seem to do much variation
No.
of their bowling. They just did the same thing over and over and over.
Perhaps
So-
the Australian Cricket Board, mate, should go back and have a good look because I've worked it out.
Oh, hello.
So
Oh, hello. You've got a new job.
I've worked out what's wrong, and this is why I should be getting paid more. But the what they did
You don't
years
get
ago,
paid yet.
going back, and we talk about how things change, and because we need to do things quicker, and the ground needs to be recovered quicker so we can play more games. But the WACA, the Western Australian, it was called then, or the Western Australian
CCA.
Cricket Ground.
Yep.
But
Was it?
it had bounce.
Yes.
So any touring team that ever come over here, the West Indies used to bowl well because they could all bowl quick. Australia have always had quicks.
Yep.
Any other sides that come from England or India and that, they struggled on the wicket. Brisbane seemed, had bounce. MCG low, by day 4 it was nearly rolling along the ground.
Yeah.
So every wicket was different. Adelaide was a graveyard, used to be able to
What are they
hit
now?
runs. And the only, I think I've got this right, so someone can correct me, but I think the ground up here at in Hobart, that's the only wicket that's not a drop in in Australia.
Mm.
And we spoke to Merv Hughes earlier in one of our other shows and I think he was sort of referring to that, but everything's a little bit the same. And then the other thing is they've saturated it with the BBL
Oh,
and
let's
the PBL.
let's go there.
So once upon a time, the Indian the Indian teams didn't get to see some of our quicks, and
Yeah.
we didn't get to see their bowlers and
Yeah.
batsmen. But now it's saturated with the pajama cricket, I call it,
Yep.
20 over and all that. And, we might as well call it 90 cricket,
I
actually,
ask-
because they're wearing 90.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
The BBL that you're talking about, it's
Saturated.
it's been going on since 2012, I think,
It's
right?
corrupt.
How long is too long for a cricket season for BBL?
Well-
I'm serious. That's been going on for so long, and we've just got into the finals now, elimination final tonight.
Yep.
Which is who was on tonight? You've got Brisbane Heat and the Strikers, and then tomorrow
Strikers,
you've
is
got
it?
the Sixers and the Scorchers and the
Yeah.
Heats. Stoinis and Maxwell's team.
They're out.
Are they?
They're
no,
out.
they're playing on Sunday.
No, they're gone.
Oh, okay.
Yep, the Stars are out. You got the Strikers. You got Adelaide. You got the Strikers, the Heat in no order. I don't know who's playing who. You've got Sixers, the Thunder, and did I say the Scorchers?
Mm. Yeah, the
that's
Scorchers,
it, isn't
Scorchers
it?
are playing
So that's it.
tomorrow night.
So that's all.
against
That's
Sixers.
what we're down to.
Anyway.
But then again, as we spoke about too, a lot of in the sides, it's a make-up of English,
Yes.
Pakistan, a couple of Pakistani, probably a couple of Indian.
A lot more of the, is it Zimbabwe?
Oh, a lot of Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and
They're starting
actually,
to grow as a cricket nation.
yeah,
aren't
and I'll tell you who's really grown is the Afghanistan.
they? And that was the one I was thinking. Afghanistan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've really grown
Yeah.
as a cricket
How
nation.
good is that? Good to see.
Yeah.
Good to see.
Yeah.
Mate, but yeah, get off Tim Payne's back. Seriously.
Well, I think so.
He's done a tremendous
He's
job.
going to be the captain.
And let's just, one last thing on cricket, Glenn. You can't put, can you put him back in?
Who?
Steve Smith.
No.
You can't. He's been,
It's
you
a backward
can't.
step. I don't. It's not. It's
can't
not that
do
he's
it.
not a good cricketer, but
I think he's a better cricketer, not a captain, to be honest with you.
well, yeah. Look at the end of the day, I think they've got to. If it's not going to be Tim Payne, they've got to give some other guy a go.
Yeah.
And take a little bit of pressure off him.
Yeah.
I reckon they've got more headaches than the Prime Minister, haven't they?
Oh, I don't know for
You're
that.
back in. You're teaching the young kids to say it's okay to cheat.
That's right.
And then you'll still come out on top.
Absolutely.
I agree with you.
And look,
I agree with you. No, he can't come back. And listen, and he probably was a great skipper, a great captain, and who better to have someone sitting there in first slip, you know, to sort of talk to and say, what do you reckon we do this? What do you reckon we do that? You know, you got two captains there. One's not official, one
But
is.
the thing is, if you've got to go back to Ponting and then Steve Waugh and then you got Border, and then Clark and all these guys, but all those guys were good cricketers. But the thing is, we had the team,
Yes.
and I don't know as if we've got the team now.
Yeah.
We think we have, but we haven't.
We could talk about
And,
this.
and that's what I'm saying. And until you've got, I mean, as I said, when we're on top, everything going well, it's all good. At the moment, we're not saying good.
You could talk about this for hours about the different games, the 10-10, the 20-20, the
Yeah.
50 overs, the
It's too
test matches.
saturated.
What, you know, we've got a team for this, we've got a team for this, we've got a team for this, we've got a team for this. In the old days, we had a team that played and, you know, they were in unison and they played the way that they had to play. And now it's just, I don't know. But
And we've had COVID, so it's all been interrupted.
yeah, and
So-
the poor guys are away from their families for 6 months at a time, and you know, and you get a spot in the Australian cricket team, and you just have to make sure I can't get out. I'm going to lose my
they're
spot.
Yeah, but if
So-
it went in 2020, they don't care. And in Test match, it's all, you know, you're back to that pressure.
That's right.
Anyway,
Mate,
what else have we got?
Mate,
Mark?
let's have a talk about some of the previous guests that we've had on the show.
Okay.
And
Before you do,
oh, hello.
let's just have a break and thank one of our sponsors.
Oh, there you go. Hey, who is our
We
sponsor?
will.
Bang.
For the outgoing.
God is coming.
We'll finish it when
Then we have done.
For your home and landscaping needs.
Did I play that song enough?
And go.
Corey's Garden
and
and Landscaping. Well done, Corey. Thanks, mate. He's
No,
bloody,
look,
he's bloody busy too.
He is, he's busy.
Oh,
man.
yeah, look at him.
Busy
He's
man.
suntan. He's been
Yeah,
out in the
he's-
sun. He's been caravanning. Woo! Now listen, Damon Hedder. We had him on the show last year. Or was it last year? Or might have been the year before. I don't know. Things have gone so bloody quick.
Western Australian Flyer.
At that stage, Damon had just won the Brisbane Masters. He wasn't a professional. He was on his way to.
He was a roofer going on to England, wasn't he?
Well, to Europe
With his girlfriend,
to
wife?
try and get
Girlfriend.
his card and become a professional player. And
Done that.
Just last week, guys, he's been voted the best newcomer in darts in the world. The best newcomer.
Which is
Amazing.
really good.
And I did a little bit of studying, and I hope this is right, but the little bit of studying I did, he's doing that well that he's now ranked number 52 in the world. He's beating the best. He's going to be an absolute gun. He is now, but he's, well, against me and the boys. But anyway, he's picked up 129,381 Australian dollars since
Well,
he's been.
he'll probably give us the $381 for our great show that we did with him.
So well done, Damon. I know you watched the show, and
Well, probably the one out of the 381.
so
But anyway.
congratulations, and we'll
Look,
continue to watch him.
He's good, and look, I'll tell you what, I've started watching a fair bit of darts, but it's
Well, it's inspired
unbelievable
me.
how big it is.
Mm.
And in look around in America and England and Scotland and all over, it's got huge, isn't it?
It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Big audiences.
Mate, this fella beside us, Alex.
You?
No.
Oh, sorry, I thought because you were playing a lot of darts.
Mr.
mate.
Well, yeah, I'm heading that way.
I think he might be a bit worried.
I'm heading
It
that way.
might be the pain train coming, is it? In the darts?
4 180s now, throwing on darts.
There you go.
Since COVID. And so was Tim Kelly from Queensland, who gets on and plays Zoom with us. He's
does.
up to 4 as well.
So your competition darts is called, Jeff.
Birchie's still 0. Alison's through 180. My wife
Yeah.
through 180 the other week.
It'd be good if the audience knew that what you're saying is you're playing competition darts.
Online.
Online.
Yes,
There you go.
yes.
So anyone that wants to come online and play the
No.
pain train,
No, actually, yeah, we
There you
could do that. We could do that. Alex Broney, mate, he's left Formula 3 and he's
Yes.
moving to America. He's going to go and race in the Indy
America.
Lights, and that doesn't mean like lights. It's an Indy race car that's
can you
a
explain
Leica.
that to the people? I think you had to explain
Well,
it to me before.
not really. It's an open wheel race car, the same as what he's been doing, and I'm yet to find out the differences between them.
Is it road? You said it's more road.
Yeah, well, it's not dirt, it's road. Yeah, he's racing on a combination of street tracks and
round
racetracks
circuit.
and round ovals,
Okay.
which he's never done before. So hang in there. I'm going to try and get Alex back on one of these
Well, we
days
need to
and find out what he's doing.
Or even find out from his dad, even if we can.
Yeah,
we can't get
yeah,
him,
right.
you know, he's only down the road, isn't
But
he?
have a look at this. I don't know. We haven't been here for so long. So he's competing with a team called Carlin in the 2021 Indy Lights Series.
Okay.
There sort of looks like they're trying to get into Formula One. So I think he might be on
Is
a
he
bit
trying
of
to
a,
get in the back door?
I think it's a backdoor job, and I think he might be on a winner. Not like
Okay.
that. Come on. While we've been away, Alex, the old frothy mate here, he's picked up the Peter Brock medal. You saw that?
Wow.
No.
So honoured to pick up the Peter Brock medal
Yeah.
for 2021 or 2020 for just being acknowledged as a sports race and car driver in
Well,
Australia.
he's done some. Yeah, well done, mate.
Well, Alex.
He's done some fantastic things. And look, you're talking world, and there's only so many drivers that go out in a Formula 3.
Hard to get out there and get
And
into that.
he was in one of the most horrific accidents.
Wasn't he?
We're only reiterating what he did, but
Wasn't
he's lucky to walk away.
Yeah, lucky to be alive.
He's got a lot of guts, that kid.
Yeah. So well done, Alex. You've
There's
done
nothing
well,
on. He-
guys.
60 k's in the shade, mate. I reckon.
If you're like me, I'm stopped watching Formula 3 and I'm now watching Indy Lights to follow Alex.
Probably only 62. So he's 60.
The first races at St. Petersburg streets
Yes.
on March
Yes.
6 and 7, so they're not too
Nice.
far away where we get to see Alex do his first race. So,
Yeah. What
So-
about our other mate, George?
Georgie Forlingos, is it? You
Georgie
George, the
Forlingos.
10-pin bowler from
That's
Queensland?
pretty good. From Lingos. Sounds good. It's got a ring on it. He could be playing at Carlton.
Not-
Lingos.
not
Sounds like
only-
a Toggio and all that.
George, I hope you're...
Jesalinko and
Shut up, will ya?
Sorry, okay.
Jesalinko, you beauty.
Kate, there you go.
Hello, Kate. Trent, hope you're watching, hope you're well. I'm going to talk about the lockdown in Victoria in a minute, but yeah, we are. George, we are.
He's changed his...
Well, he hasn't. He's still bowling, but
Well, he's-
we might have to interview him again because he's now gone and won a Brisbane APT poker series. He beat 396 people and won the 2021 title.
He's a shark.
So now he's become a poker player. So George,
This is what COVID does to people.
George, I'm becoming a darts player. You're
I'm
becoming,
really
well, not a very good one. You're becoming a poker player.
Okay.
So,
Well,
What did you become good at during COVID?
oh,
he darts, wasn't
your mate, the Joker,
he? Yes.
pulled out of a tournament today because he had blisters on his hands.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We won't go there.
no.
No.
So well done, George.
Is that all you've got?
What do you mean? What have I become good at? I don't know.
That wasn't an answer.
Don't know.
What did you become good at, Glenn, during
No.
COVID?
I don't know.
Yeah, 5 months off. What did you do?
I like
What did you
to.
come-
Brewed a lot of beer, drank a lot of beer, put a lot of weight on. Natalie Arnold can't wait for flying in July. Boy, have I got some weight to lose.
I started off walking a lot, and then it dwindled.
Yeah, well,
And then I didn't walk.
here's a secret. Here's a secret. Fly.
I did walk to the sea. Yeah.
You know we did flying in July with
Yeah.
Natalie Arnold?
Yeah.
Well, this year we're going to be a bit sneaky. We're going to get a team together in June. So, guys, if you're out there, if you're interested, we're going to get a team together for flying in July. Actually, we might even get 3 teams
We
together.
can fly in July. We'll get on the back of Corey's
What,
jet
jet
ski.
ski?
We'll be flying, and they'll be still standing there. Mate. How about that?
But we're going to get a month worth of practice in. So, guys, just remember that. We're going to get in. So when July starts, we're going to be up and going. So, hey, just quickly, let's talk about this lockdown in Victoria, guys. I hope you're doing well, everyone. The Don and Liz and
Oh, look, we haven't spoken to all our...
No.
Because it all finished last year, didn't when we had competitions on and we...
yes,
You know, and then it
Yes.
sort of got harder and harder.
So
didn't
the reason I'm bringing this up, Glenn, is because they went through, what is it, 111 days of
Something
lockdown
ridiculous.
quarantine, and we
A
get these
ridiculous amount of days.
we get these tennis players come over and they've got a quarantine for 14 days and they're suki lalas.
Smashing the window.
I can't believe it.
Jeez, it'd be really sad, wouldn't it, on the sort of money they're on, just to
I
be
can't
locked up
believe
in a hotel.
$100,000 even if you lose. That's
You know,
just for
you know
turning
what
up.
made it worse? You know,
And they've got 14 days.
you know what made it worse? They're 14 days and they're playing tennis inside
Yeah,
their
mate.
hotel. If me and you did that,
Yeah.
we'd be arrested and put in jail.
Mm-hmm.
They were smashing it into the walls and all that. Oh, we couldn't do that, could we?
Next time we go, we'll try it.
I'm going to try it. I'm going to take my golf club and
Have a go with golf
ball and
inside.
that.
But what a goose. So let me tell you, and your mate, the Joker, and I know a lot of people here love him.
Ah, look, I do, but he's actually...
a bit heavy.
I
bit
do
heavy.
like him, but what he's done is get a little bit too precious, mate. They are people like all of us, and they've got to toe the line, as they say, because, as I said, Australia's done it pretty good with the COVID, and some of the other countries, for one reason or the other, not so good.
No. So, anyway,
When they come here, mate, they've got to do what they're told to do.
he pulled out of a tournament today, so I believe, and the reason for it, he had blisters on his right hand, and I'm wondering why he did that. I mean, being in lockdown for I don't know, 14 days in lockdown on your own.
It's a bloody racket, isn't it?
Was that a
Huh?
legit story?
It's a legit story, and he
So-
pulled out, and I believe, I haven't got the full story, Gleno, but I believe that he pulled out of the tournament, and then he ended up getting there after the first set, and then someone played for him, and then he took over and started playing. Very
So
odd.
that was after 2 weeks. Imagine what would have happened if he'd been in there for 5 months, like you guys.
Yes.
So it's a racket, isn't it?
Yeah,
In the space of 5
exactly. But they caught him today walking barefoot in a park, and that's as good as it
You're not
gets.
going to talk about the other one who doesn't wash her hair?
No, wouldn't give it the time of the day.
Washing her hair.
She does.
What was her name? Who cares?
Oh,
wasn't it?
it's Tomic. I don't even know
Oh,
her
who
name, but it's
cares?
Bernard
Oh,
King
no.
Tomic's Mrs.
It's relevant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even.
Well, she's an Instagram model who's got her OnlyFans page,
You know,
so all she does is
we
make
don't-
money out of soft porn. or
We don't get that many
Perhaps she needs to
people.
shave her hair off. She won't have to wear it.
We don't get that many people watching our show, mate. But we don't want to promote
Nah.
scum like that anyway. Listen, just quickly, another one is the Super Bowl. I was very excited last Monday to get up and watch Glennie's team, the Green Bay Packers, lose to the Buccaneers. Where's me Buccaneers?
Huh?
Where's me Buccaneers?
Hang on, mate.
On the side of me Buccaneer.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was my team, the Buffalo Bills.
Well, we went packing.
Well, you did. The Packers went down.
Packers went
my
packing.
team, Buffalo
The
Bills,
Buffalo Bills.
plays the Kansas City Chiefs and had a shocker and went down. Look good for the future, but the story that comes out of this, Glenn, is Tom Brady, who we bagged only last year
About taking the dough,
leaving,
and he's done it again.
leaving the Patriots. I think he was with at the time,
Yeah.
and he's gone to the Buccaneers.
And
What, 42?
Tampa Bay, he's in his
Yeah.
10th Super Bowl.
yeah, so he's done it again. So when you got when a champion's that good, I mean, he just could have gone there for a holiday, but no,
No.
he's gone there and made them
You're going to get the Super
straight
Bowl.
up the top.
I reckon they'll win too. I reckon they'll win. Anyway, that's my pick. Who do you think?
Good on him.
Who do you
Well
think? Who do you think? The Buckins or the Chiefs? Oh, well,
No,
no, they do that.
We'll stick with.
No, you won't do that anymore.
Well,
They
I-
changed their name.
You get blisters.
Well, they have coincidentally, but they're still the Kansas City Chiefs,
Well, go
and
with
they
the
still
Bucks.
go
Go with the
whoa in the crowd.
Well, they've done that for decades.
It hasn't worked.
I used to be
But I
called
wonder how they're
Bucky
gonna shift
Beaver,
that,
Bucky
because
Beaver
there's a
Cleaver,
little-
so Bucks. I'll go with him.
Indigenous.
It's an indigenous
Right.
racist thing, and
Racist
yes,
thing.
another one bites the
Black
dust.
Lives Matter movement, all that stuff.
Hey,
Yeah, they
here's an
do.
interesting one. You'll like this. 2 rounds of Bathurst and supercars this year. The first one is the Panorama 500, which is on the 26th and 28th of February,
Yes,
so coming up
yes.
very soon. Change of talking from a gear stick to paddle shifts.
To paddle ships.
Losing the plot. Losing the
Yeah.
plot.
Well, is that'd be a lot
Pretty
easier
soon
doing that,
there'll be
wouldn't it?
nothing
Yeah.
That's not
Supercars
making
at
it
all.
hard to
No.
be in the
Go
car.
back to the H pattern.
Yeah.
4-speed.
That's
Or
a
3 on the
Well,
tree.
That's a
They
driver.
just
3 on the tree.
We spoke. They just had a racing 2 down back at Simmons.
Yes. Yeah, the tree
And
cars.
at
The new one.
Basketball.
Yeah, that's next week or today. Yes,
Yeah,
practice day.
and
Yeah.
as,
Oh,
I,
this
as I
week's-
mentioned to you, I did a job for a fella who's tied up with all that.
You got pictures and stuff,
through
didn't you?
insurance. Shannon's.
everything.
And he's into all the old cars and all that, but that's a mixture of cars, isn't it? With a lot of that.
There are 2-litre.
There's 2-litre.
Trans Am racing is also.
Yeah,
There's
there's
all
all different
sorts,
ones.
isn't it? It's a bit of a
Actually,
mixed
Glenn
bag,
Seaton's
right?
young fella Aaron's racing it and doing extremely well.
Yeah.
So- oh, there's a little bit of news. We should have a guest coming up that you're going to love. I've got to talk to him yet, but I won't give it away, but he's involved in supercars. But he was involved in supercars with Alan Moffat. Oh, that's all I'll give you.
The great element.
That's all I'll give you.
That's
That's
right.
all I'll give you.
Oh, Ford,
So thanks to a mate of mine who's trying to line that up for me. So
Good old Alan with the old bottles on the old game.
yeah, he's
Glasses
pretty
on.
good. One last thing that I've got, Glennie, that I'm going to throw to Al. She's had all pictures of everything in here, but
Where'd you put them?
in the Frothy pictures. Sorry, mate.
What do you got there, mate?
You know Greg Norman. Everyone know Greg
Oh,
Norman,
he's-
the great white
Holy
shark.
moly! Yeah, we know.
Oh no, holy moly!
yeah.
He's selling his house on Jupiter Island Beach, and he's selling it for $78 million. So he's doing all right, old Greg.
You come from up that way. You got no relation at all, is it?
No, this is in America.
No, but you was from Queensland.
Oh, Greg, yeah.
You're
Got a
not
picture of his
distant
house.
relation.
Same colour hair.
Yeah. That's funny.
Picture of his house is up.
So yeah, $78 million after 14 years of rebuilding it. He first listed it in 2007 for $85 million before he rebuilt it, and he's now selling it for $78 million. That's Australian dollars, by the way. Have a listen to this rubbish.
He's 65, is he?
He's 65. He
Oh,
purchased
not
the property for $6.4 million, and he's selling it for $78.
That was in what, 1991?
91.
There's inflation.
The house includes the main house, a coach house, a pool house, a tennis house, a boat house, a carriage house, a beach house, a dog house,
Outhouse,
and a
in-house,
dog
dog-house.
Shoe house,
plus a 5,000 square foot basement.
What about the golf course?
a shovel house.
I suppose you can't hit it in the water. Where is he, Florida?
Greg Norman, you've done all right for yourself, haven't you?
Yeah.
Eh?
And then he's got and then he's selling that, and then he's selling walking down the beach and that with his dog.
Oh, Greg, you
He's,
should.
he's playing holy moly.
Can't believe he's got a dog.
Uh,
What do you think of the Holy Moly? You going to watch it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
A bit of fun. I think it's about time we have a bit of a laugh. And
Yes.
giggle. Everything's been a little bit too serious, mate.
Yes.
So
yes.
yeah, he was outstanding. I thought when he was walking the dog. Anyway, if I say that.
You got anything to talk about? I know you might be interested in a new Hawthorn captain today.
Oh well, yeah. We can talk about the Hawks. Are we going to talk about it?
Be unusual. if we
It's
didn't.
unusual. I've been talking about them since we went on. No, we'll just go straight to it. Benny McAvoy, well done. I'm expecting a phone call. I expect you to ring me up shortly. But no, well done, mate. Thanks for telling me. No, he did well, wasn't he? Been there, come over from St Kilda, big boy McAvoy, and
You normally
he's,
swear at him when he's
20
playing.
Oh well, it's not his fault. They move him. He's a ruckman.
Yeah.
And they moved it, try and defence.
Yeah.
It's only because we're short of quite a few players at the
Yeah.
moment, and he's tried to fill the void and that. But I think he's done a great job. You've got to remember, a lot of people say he's big, but he's still only about what is he? Two metres?
Oh, about my height.
Yeah, 2 metres.
Right.
He's only 2 metres. He's not 6'9" or anything like that. He's about 6.
Yep.
He'd be about 6'5".
Yep. Yep.
Is that right? It's 2 metres. 6'5".
Oh,
What's
I don't
that?
know.
6'5", is it?
Don't know.
So that's not too big, but he's big in stature, but not. Oh, sorry, in build, but not in height.
I don't want to interrupt your Hawthorn talk. Actually, I do.
No, well, you asked me the question.
Is Patrick Cripps going on West
No,
Coast?
no, he'll stay. He said he'll.
He was a one-man club.
He said he'll. I think he said he's going home, and a lot of Western Australians, they go home and he misses his family and all that, but he'd be stupid to
It's
leave.
more his partner.
It'd be silly to leave Carlton at the moment because.
Oh, because they're on.
Well, we think they are.
Well,
Corey
they
will tell you
might be.
they are.
They might. Hey, just on
Got some
football,
good players.
I didn't watch it, but I heard there was a bit of a biff last night in the
In the women's.
in the women's football.
Girls Carlton Collingwood game.
I don't. I mean,
Well,
I don't condone biffs.
so I don't. Yeah, perhaps I should have watched it.
Hello, Juanita. How you going? Good
Oh,
to
how
see
are you,
you.
Juanita? Juanita's back on.
Hope you
Oh,
had a
hey.
great Christmas
There you
and New
go.
Year's. We spoke about Damon before and how well he's doing.
Well, he is, and
Yes.
Juanita is a great fan of the Frothies, and
Yeah.
you
Yes.
know,
But anyway, Biff. Now, Glennie.
Oh,
What's a bit of horse racing going on this weekend? Where are the main races
okay,
on?
well, we're doing something different.
Yeah,
Jeff,
we're not
now.
gonna
We're-
sit
we're
here
not
and-
going to sit here, and I'm not going to rattle on about horses too much, but we'll still rattle on a
So
little
we're
bit.
going to Cleve's tips. Here we go.
Um,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Hello everybody, and today
Well.
it's time for Cleve's Tips.
Okay.
Right, we're back on.
Go ahead, intro.
Okay, we're okay. Well, look, we're going to do it a little bit different. It's just 2 tips at each track.
Yep.
From now on.
Yep. But you've picked 20 tracks.
No, only the 4. I actually,
Oh, okay, that's all right.
They are running at Ascot, but I've got to be brutally honest.
Where
One
is-
of my favourite sayings.
Where is Ascot?
Brutally honest.
Where is that?
Over in West Aussie, over there with Anita. But sorry, Anita, I don't know a lot of the jockeys and horses over there.
Oh.
They've got some damn good horses and everything over there, but I don't know too many of them. But look, we're at Caulfield, Rosehill, Morfettville,
Morfordville.
and actually on the sunny coast. I've gone up there.
Roger.
So if we go down to Caulfield,
Yep.
so if we've got there a 1,600 metre race, race 2, horse 2, Think and Fly.
I like that.
And Damien Oliver's on this.
I do that.
And at $7, that's not bad, is it? $7
That's good.
and 2, that's for a fixed.
Yes.
And at the moment, on the tote, at the moment, it's 5, 10 and 160. So he rates on top for me. He's got the blinkers on, mate. And he
What
was
does that
second.
do? Let's just
Well,
talk
the
about that.
blinkers,
What do the
some
blinkers
horses,
do?
well, they get distracted.
Yeah.
And if they can't see the horse and that next to them,
So they can see forward.
they can see forward,
They
but
just
they're not,
can't
they're
see.
not getting, yeah,
That's
they're
what
not
I-
making eye contact.
I need something like that here. Look at that.
So,
Look at that.
Juanita said the racing track over there is Ascot.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, that's good.
that's right.
But
It is- it
Glenn
is,
was
that's
saying he doesn't know the jockeys.
No, I don't
and
know some of the jockeys and that, but it's so look, it comes second in a high grade, and he rates on top. So that's Think and Fly. Okay, race 2 over there. Race 3, horse 3,
What was this?
Montengro Man. Okay, not Ant Man. Ant Man was on last night, but Montengro Man. Jamie Carr's on it, and 550 fixed and 210 and 380 and 1. And if you want a bit of value in that same race, which is something I'd do, go for a China Affair,
Oh.
and it's paying 7 and 240. So
Yeah,
that
we've
when I
got
say 7 and 240, that's fixed. 240 being a place. But if you go on the tote at the moment, it's 850 and 460, and it rates.
Adrian's just written on here, because the show hasn't been on for a while, a lot of people have saved a crap load of money by not going with Cleve's tips.
Right, back over to Rose Hill.
Rose Hill!
At any rate, do it at your own peril. A race 5, top weight, Starla. I don't mind. $10.
Stella!
$10 and 3.
Is it Stella or Stella?
Fixed Starla, I'd pronounce it. But tote, $5 and $1.90. There's a bit of a difference there. James McDonald on, and Chris Waller's the trainer. So he looks good. Race 7, horse 5, Savitiniano. I think you pronounce that. I have to ring Kate, you know.
remember,
One better.
who was that?
340 and 145, or 450 on the tote, and 350 Huey Bowman.
Ooh, you love him.
So I do like him. But the value in
Yeah.
race 7, Jeff,
Gabrielle Sabatini.
the old horses come back. Colding,
Yes.
$13 top weight, and 310 fixed, and 1050 and 450 as a tote. straight over to the sunny coast, and you know I couldn't refuse, mate, to mention this one because it's race 5, horse 5, couldn't refuse. 360 and 4, and the value bet there, number 3, and if I don't keep walking, Star of Michelin.
Sorry, I'm just recording you.
Oh, sorry, 7 and 750.
Yes.
So that's my value bet there.
Yes.
So, you know, couldn't refuse, 360 and 4. But my value bet, Star of Michelin, 7 and 750.
Nice.
Right, so race 7 over in the sunny coast, horse 9, Divulge. That's what we did before, we divulged. Bit of food before we got in. 230 fixed and 160. This is not good, is it? But Jimmy Burns on it from the goal and establishment, and it's forms 1, 2, and 1. So that's had a pretty good run. Value bet though, horse 5, Eiger, $10.
Nice.
Okay, and 690 on the tote, so 10 fixed, and its form Eiger, by the way, which I like, 3, 2, 3, and 1.
What was his? What was his? The Russian guy from.
Well, that's what I thought. Eiger.
Ivan
Sounds like
Drago.
Ivan Eiger.
Ivan
yeah,
Drago, I think his name was. I think.
And then last but not least, Jeff, at Morfettville, which is a good 4 over there, race 4, horse 2, Soul Obsession. That's the favourite. 310 and 330. There's a few in this race, but me value bet.
You got a value
in the same, yes, in that same race. So if you're looking something to beat it, cop this one. Jason Holder, good jockey, $21, Jeff.
Yes.
Fixed.
Like it.
$4.20 for a place if you don't want to go the full hog.
Let's put 1,000 on it.
But see, on the tote it's only paying $5 and $2. So jump on the fix, I would be. So number 3, Load and Go. Yeah. Anyway, that's the horse, Load and Go.
Load and Go sounds like someone I know.
And the last race over there, race 8, horse 1, Black Sail, who's presently been at Flemington, Caulfield, good horse, top weight. There's no second value on that. 460 and 470. That's Cleve's tips, mate.
Cleve's tips.
So that's
Alright,
two
Cleve's
each,
tips.
mate.
Nice.
Lawyer, have you got a VB?
Would you like a VB?
Yes, can we go from the bar?
Getting very dry.
Well, there you go, guys. That's the first day back at the Frothy bar. You got anything else there you want to go through, or that's it?
How are you going?
That's it. I'm done. We're done.
We're done.
We're done.
How long's that been going
It's
for?
time to have a beer.
Well, just that. Are we still right? Yeah. Oh well, just that. It's good to see. As I said, hopefully some of the people that were on earlier, and there was a lot of things going on with their lives, and that they can get back on the Frothy. As I said, we are doing it fortnightly, so we've got to stress that.
Yep.
We are coming on roughly. We're meant to be coming on roughly about 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Yep.
And hopefully we can come up with some. We're starting with Scotty Wade, and we're going to go through some local talent down here this year. We're going to go out and get out and do a little bit more, and get round some up and coming teams and some up and coming sports people of all ages.
Yes.
Women, men's, doesn't matter.
I've got to ask you a question before we go anywhere. There is you reckon the footy season, both the league and the AFL, do you reckon it'll be go as per normal, or do you reckon it's going to be
Won't be as much crowds.
Not as much.
but what I mean, like the draw, will it be a couple of rounds each month that they'll just they can't set something in stone, can they?
Well, it's a draw come out, Corey?
First 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Okay, well that's what they've done. Well, as Corey just said then, so they brought the first 6 out.
Yeah.
First
And
Richmond again.
It's going to be the same, isn't it?
So
It's gonna be the same
if something happens, and we'll be back to where we was, but hopefully they roll out a bit of the old injection, mate. That's what the Hawks need, a bit of an injection in the old arm, like the old Essendon,
Well, it's just
the old Bombers,
Let's just go
the
there.
old injection. We'll be right.
The Australian cricketers have put their hand up to actually to have that. The Australian cricketers have asked if they can have the injection quicker than anyone else.
Yes, so they can play this sport, but they
I
know
thought it was the rugby player.
No, they've been declined. I think
They did ask.
they've asked,
Yeah,
but
they
they've
did.
said no. We're
I
not
think
giving.
it
We're not
should be.
giving. So.
But anyway, so
yeah.
so we look forward to Scotty Wade, and as I said, we've got some. Hopefully, if people have got the time and that, we can get them on.
Yes.
We can get some good ones on through the year, mate. We're back, and that's it.
Got some very interesting.
Thanks to
people.
Al,
Very
thanks to
interesting.
Corey and Ange and everyone coming in, Lawyer, and doing me hair and makeup. I've lost a bit of hair over the time since I've been away. Jeez.
All right, guys, make sure you subscribe, like what we do, share it with your friends, tell your mum, tell your dad, eat your vegetables and go to bed early.
We might even do a holy moly if do a bit of that too.
All right, have a good weekend. We'll see you in a fortnight's time. This is Glenn, this is Jeff, this is the rest of the crew here saying good night.
Night.
You're listening to the Friday Frothy. What a fantastic show.